Karen Kevorkian has recently published two poetry collections, Lizard Dream with What Books Press and White Stucco Black Wing with Red Hen Press. And her poetry and fiction have appeared in several anthologies and journals, including Fiction International, Poetry International, Quarterly West, Witness, Volt, Shenandoah, and the Michigan Quarterly, Massachusetts Antioch, Virginia Quarterly, Agni, Hayden's Ferry, Los Angeles, and the Mississippi Reviews. Educated at the universities of Texas, Virginia, and Utah, she now teaches creative writing in the English department at UCLA. And before that, in a creative writing program at the University of Virginia. For several years, she edited and produced exhibition catalogs for the Fine Arts Museum of San Francisco. She has been awarded fellowships from the Wurlitzer, UCross, the Gerasi, and Millay Foundations, and the McDowell Colony. Thank you so much for coming, Karen. I'm really looking forward to your poetry.
My pleasure. And I hope it's delectable. And hot, not cool. Can you hear me? All right. It's very wonderful to be back in Texas. Always is. You know, you always have a sort of love-hate relationship with the place that you're from. You can't wait to get out of it, and then you can't wait to come back to it. And you're sort of like an abused child who prefers the natural parent over the foster parent all the time. And for me, I guess what I look at so much in my work is landscape. I like to see larger things in it. You know, like Richard says, you know, there's something hiding behind everything. And so this, I keep returning to this sort of arid landscape in my work. The first poem I'm going to read is from this White Stucco book, and the title of this book, it's a conflation of images, which for me had a strong visual impact more than anything, and it was the strikingness of the idea of this strong visual contrast that I'd say it's the kind of thing that I look for in my images, and so you'll find that the poems are very image laden. The first one was written about, I lived in San Francisco, right on the edge of Chinatown for a long time. So this first poem is called Wheeze of, can you hear me? Wheeze of steadily burning. Wheeze of steadily burning fire, or a cat swishing through tissue, or a woman in a basement apartment straining from a window to reach bras and underpants hanging from a line. Slack between two buildings to cover them with plastic. This space of no particular use, a conjunction. Two three-storied E-shaped buildings, rain turning over to itself, the idea of repetition. Gust scraping, dangling, silver pipes, a charm of sound. Cantonese vowels swaying down the cul-de-sac, toilet flushing. Yesterday, a chicken dying, window to the right. Ah, 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 this unmistakable dying,